Question is that the bill be now read a second time. Ms. Lewison.
So this bill will allow for more informed decision making on healthcare services by requiring greater transparency in the advertising of services. This bill also introduces an approval framework for licenses to providers of healthcare services, which will strengthen and refine the regulation of healthcare services. I thank MOH for conducting a public consultation to prepare for this bill. MOH's report of the public consultation shows that the feedback was constructive, and the bill we see today contains changes made due to the public consultation. I hope MOH will continue this good practice of consulting the public before making changes to the law. I have clarifications in 3 areas. My first area of clarification is on the regulation of telemedicine. The bill will require entities providing telemedicine services to be licensed and regulated. How will MOH regulate the risks posed by telemedicine? COVID-19 has accelerated the use of telemedicine. MOH has also facilitated it through its licensing experiment and adaptation program, as well as a voluntary listing of direct telemedicine service providers. Certain risks and concerns may be more prominent in telemedicine than in conventional medicine. The lack of in-person and physical examination may be more likely to prompt instances and claims of misdiagnosis. The online nature of the doctor-patient interaction and the relative ease of recording this interaction may also increase the risk of breaches in doctor-patient confidentiality. That's not to mention the role of hackers, fraudsters, phishers, and other cybersecurity threats that may see value in gaining access to the vulnerable and personal moments of doctor-patient consultations. Can Minister provide details and examples of how it will leverage this licensing regime to regulate telemedicine? Will these regulations compel changes to ethical and professional codes? My second clarification is on the removal of the 14-day notice requirement for modification of a license condition. Section 14 will be amended to clarify that a license condition can be modified without the 14-day notice period if it's necessary to prevent or mitigate immediate or imminent harm to patient safety. An example provided by MOH of a situation that may require quick changes to licensing condition is COVID-19. The stakeholder consultation on the amendments raised concerns about frequent updates in healthcare protocols that are understandably disruptive. To help licensees better understand the exceptional situations where licensing conditions may be changed without the required notice, can SMS provide more examples of such situations? In MOH's reply to the public consultation responses, MOH said that it will review and see how to improve its communications with licensees during these special circumstances. Can SMS provide details of its review? What steps will it take to improve communications? Will these communication methods be stress-tested ahead of time and not implemented only when the exceptional situation occurs? The Section 14 exception for notice is specific only to a situation where there may be harm to patient safety. However, crisis in healthcare setting can also pose harm to healthcare workers. Has the Ministry considered if there are any situations where licensing conditions may need to be changed without notice because of harm to healthcare workers? My third and last area of clarification is on healthcare advertising controls. The new Section 31B will restrict the use of the title doctor in advertising of a healthcare service. Where the title is used to describe someone who is not a medical practitioner or dentist, the advertisement must provide appropriate disclaimers, such as by stating that the title is not a medical or dental qualification. But there are other ways for advertisements to mislead consumers without using the word doctor. For instance, the advertisement could feature people wearing scrubs, using stethoscopes, operating medical machinery, and examining medication. Can SMS share how MOH will address the risks of misleading advertising through the use of visual imagery? Further, it is possible that written disclaimers will be insufficient, particularly if the disclaimer is verbose or if the advertisement is cleverly designed. Some consumers, such as those who don't speak English, may also fail to understand the disclaimers. They will see the word doctor but not benefit from the disclaimer. Can SMS share whether the Ministry considered a full ban on the use of the title doctor in healthcare advertising given the risks of misleading advertising? After all, is there really an honest reason for a healthcare advertisement to invoke the title doctor without actually referring to a medical doctor or dentist? It's healthcare. Let's not let advertisers get too creative. So notwithstanding these clarifications, I stand in support of the bill.